Over the years I've spent in Glooknar, I've braved nearly every challenge and acquired virtually every item the land has to offer. Way back in 2020, when I started my main in free-to-play, I couldn't even fathom what it would take to conquer foes like Zook or Soul. However, in all that time, nothing has really come close to that feeling of pulling my very first Mega Rare, which got me thinking. If I was to start the journey all over again, knowing what I know now, how long would it take me to pull a Mega Rare? Hello? Hello? There it is. Come back! Come back! Same one again. Rest is for the weak. F2P to Mega! F2P to Mega! F2P to Mega! F2P to Mega! I don't care if you are speedrunning to a Mega Rare, you have to do Cook's Assistant. Sure, I guess. Oh, I just spacebarred through it. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize. Okay. Well, that was fun. One of the best money makers, hilariously, in free-to-play is to just buy spades. I think this general store is the only one that sells spades. These actually sell for quite a bit. Yeah, 200 on the GE. Oh, it's only 60 coins? I mean, okay. We can turn that into a lot of money, actually. Those are the 2 rite of passage quests. You have to do those when you start a new account. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's expensive, actually. Not worth getting myself, though. So it's worth every penny. So that was basically all of our stronghold money on these quest items. Oh well. I guess I could be like kicking things as I go, but that feels a little... I mean, I'm sweaty and all, but that seems a bit much. Oh, there's people like actually... What the... Wow, dazzled. Yada yada. Perfect. So now we've got level 10 magic. We actually only needed level 7. One of the fastest magic training methods, especially at a low level in free-to-play, is enchanting amulets. It's like just barely unprofitable. That sucks, actually. So I guess I should have planned this out better. I only had the patience for like 200. I think that cost us like 20 minutes. Looks like we're close to like 30,000 XP per hour. That's fucking insane. Considering you just need a little bit of starter cash and level 7 magic and free to play. There's no buy orders whatsoever. I crashed the whole market doing like 100 of them. Let's go kill hill giants, I guess. Get the big bones for some cash. I didn't want to have to do it this way. Wow, man. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The hill giant cave is actually popping. Oh, nice. They sold. So every time the amulets don't sell, I'll just go down there, I guess. If I just get to 27, I'll probably be all set. Is the sad part. Man, this feels very free to play. Like the way that he won't even talk to me, he's like hostile. Hell yeah! Finally hit 27, so we can enchant emerald. Took like 2 hours. Yeah. That's like more than twice as much magic XP. This must be like 60k an hour. It's incredibly fast. If I could do this at scale, I would blast through these magic levels. I think we're just gonna do this same thing, but now with emerald amulets, just because I can't afford to sell them at a huge loss, so I need to get a reasonable price, so I'll just do an inventory, throw them in the GE, and wait for them to sell, and then while I'm waiting, just do hill giants. I've been getting flashbacks of back when I used to play this game as a kid. I used to wake up early before school so that I could kill hill giants here in the Edgeville dungeon where it would be quiet. Like right now it's pretty early in the morning and there's like nobody here. That's probably what keeps drawing people back into this game, is because this is the only game that I know of that's an online game that you can log in 20 years later and have the exact same experience as you had when you were a child. There's something beautiful about that, like remarkable. This is exactly what I was hoping to experience when I restarted in free-to-play. This is awesome. There it is. 49 magic. Can finally enchant ruby amulets. I have a sneaking suspicion that we are going to have the exact same fucking problem with ruby, but I'm gonna hold on to hope. Yeah, we're at 9 hours. That's brutal, actually. This is so slow. Oh well. This is definitely going to be the slowest part of the progression. So let's peek at this XP right here. Yeah, over 100,000 XP per hour. This is quite literally 10 times faster than the XP rate that I was getting when striking hill giants. Okay, they're sold. Maybe I should be doing like 50 and then I put them in for a decent selling price and then wait for them to sell while I enchant the next 50. I'm not much of a market manipulator type. I PVM, man. Like I print the items, therefore the GP just gets printed. Hell yeah, 55 magic. Unlocked high-level alchemy, the infinite money glitch. As a member, when you do high-level PVM content, you get huge quantities of low-level free-to-play gear, often referred to as alchables. Alching loot is very seldom worth the time investment for high-level members, so they usually opt to just dump it into the Grand Exchange instead. These items have extremely low buy limits, which means there's always an oversaturation of sellers and shortage of buyers. We, as the free-to-play working class, happily take on the burden of alching all of the garbage gear shipped to us by the upper class. High-level alchemy is also what we call a zero-time action. This means we can make money, train magic, and train melee all simultaneously. Okay, so we're like already hitting limiting problems. That's okay though, it's gonna take a little bit for us to get. Once we have like a decent amount of capital, we can start buying mithril gear, even adamant gear, and then rune gear is always gonna have really good alch margins because it's like 20k per piece of rune item. So that the higher your capital goes, the faster you can make money alching. But for now, we're just gonna have to dig through the trenches to find things that might actually be profitable. So that is gonna cost us what, 30 GP using fire runes instead of a staff of fire per cast. So we're gonna lose 30 GP on every alch, but it's the only way to be able to effectively. Like technically, I could shoot, swap to staff of fire, cast high alchemy, swap back to bow, shoot, and like just keep doing that. But even for me, that's a bit APM intensive. I'm not that autistic yet. This is so degenerate, dude. This is awesome. This feels like I'm actually speedrunning through the game now. Okay, that's fucking insane. I just bought these steel plate bodies. They're selling at $319. I get that this is like a common money maker, right? That because you can go grab them in the wilderness or whatever, you bring a looting bag. But 319, these elk for 1200. That's like 800 gold per elk. All right, I've been at the elking combat for, I think it's been like 5 hours now, and I'm not gonna lie, this is fucking exhausting. Anybody who is actually doing free to play, there's no way that they would have the attention span to deal with this shit for hours, but I'm gonna fight through it, man. Nice. Finally. It didn't take too long, but sick of picking up arrows. Yeah, I got some good plans for range training once we're in members. We're gonna make a ton of money while we train ranged. But there's no point in pushing it any further in free-to-play. Hell yeah, man. Finally can do with melee. I've been looking forward to melee for a long time. It's so much more relaxed, especially in free-to-play. Using a short bow, 3-tick attack speed, having to pick up the ammo and shit is so obnoxious. We can just sit here, alkin, slashing away at things. That sounds really nice. Oh god, I fucking love it. Oh, fuck yes. Cut that cow down. This is exactly what I wanted out of this experience. Now that we have enough capital to fill in these more popular rune item buy orders like plate bodies, kite shields, plate legs, we can pretty consistently get like an 800 margin, which for like a 70 buy limit, that's almost 50k, which takes what, like 3 to 5 minutes, so like 50k in 5 minutes. So the old adage is very true here. Those with everything, more is given. Those with nothing, everything is taken. There we go. 40 defense. Can now equip rune armor. I should have the... I'm not getting hit like at all, so I assume I'm at the proper power level to be doing Moss Giants. So we'll probably just do Moss Giants for the rest of our free-to-play experience. It is a huge pain in the ass getting here, though. I actually like this area a lot. There's really not very many people in general. I mean, like, I've only been doing it for an hour or two, but it seems pretty civil. Like, this is pretty far out of the way. It's not like the Hill Giants in Edgeville Dungeon at all. Even though it's a multi-combat area, people aren't, like, trying to steal the Moss Giant I'm trying to kill. Man, I've heard that elk noise so much the past few days. It's starting to permeate my dreams. There's 80 magic. Finally, the last one. The very last bone. 40 prayer. The most important prayer level. Protect from missiles. We finally unlocked it. No more burying bones, please. Please, God. We finally have everything we need towards the end of this journey here. We're over 8 million GP to go do free-to-play bossing. So we got our snare, we got our earth blast, and our full magic gear. 40 prayer. Is this like a hard boss for free-to-play? Alright, good luck. First bossing experience, 2.5 days in. Did I spend a key? Oh, right. There's like a chest now, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Whoa, holy shit. Fuck you. That hurt. Okay, one more. This boss is actually kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I mean, it's more so because I have to do it in free to play and I don't have access to like prayer potions or anything like that. Got him. No extra giant keys, please. I'm done with this. Cool. We're done. Alright, that was an experience. We made 200k. Awesome, I guess. What the fuck? I can't do any damage. She just constantly spawns these things. Okay, so they just instantly die. Oh my god, that is so much better. That's what I was doing wrong. Thank god it was me. Last one. Surely we'll get an essence. Or like a rune longsword. Law runes, yay! What a fucking waste of time this was. I waited so long to do these keys too. I was so excited to do them. Man, the muscle memory is like so... I don't even really notice it anymore. I'm just like constantly tick perfectly doing this. I've done it so much. I'm so fucking sick of it. I don't want to alk anymore. There it is. Green cash stack and free to play. Green cash stack. Still not enough to leave free to play somehow. You know, back in my day, $10 million dues. That wouldn't just buy me 2 weeks of membership. I could buy like 4 weeks of membership. Back in my day. I think we've run into the problem of too much capital. This is fucking insane. It's gonna take me so long to alk all this. So I was planning on doing another rotation and getting up to like around 14 mil, but it looked like the bond prices were like really low right now. 13.2. So if I can get a bond at 13 mil even, I would still have like 400k left over. That would be pretty reasonable. Ooh! It instantly bought! Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that to happen. That's definitely more than enough, over 500k, to get started once we get into Members World. So it ended up taking us right around 3 days playtime. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. And our stats are like fucking amazing, dude. We're actually so close to being raid ready with our combat stats. I had fun in free to play, but I got really sick of it the last few days. Just alking and killing giants. I'm fucking done with that. It was fun revisiting free to play. And it's kind of cool seeing that it's essentially the same experience as it was like 20 years ago, but I'm really sick of this place. Let's not revisit this place for another 5 years. Back to the normal game mode. Redeem.